An apple grows. In the center of an apple, there are seeds. Those seeds can grow into apple trees. Flowers bloom on apple trees every spring. After a while, the flowers fall off. In the spot where each flower was, an apple starts to grow. The apples are big and ripe in the fall. Then it's time to pick them. All right, now that we've read this story, there are some skills that we need to do that are at the bottom of the page. Let's read what they say. It says, circle a word that has the same grr sound as grape. So you're looking for a word that starts with a G-R for that sound, grr. All right, the next thing you're going to do is underline the plural noun in the first sentence. Remember, a plural noun is a noun that is more than one. And the next thing you'll do is put a star next to an important detail in the text. So let's look and see if we can find a word that has the G-R, grr, as in grape sound. Look at the page and see if you can find it. Do you see it? How many of you found it? Raise your hand. Touch the word that you found. Now take your pencil and circle the word that you found with the GR sound. That's right. Grow. Okay, and the next the next thing that we're doing, it says underline the plural noun in the first sentence. So this is the first sentence because it has a capital letter and then there's a period. So this is the sentence that we're looking at, and it says underline the plural noun in the first sentence. So I'm going to take my highlighter and just highlight that first sentence so you can really see this is the first sentence. Now that you can see it closer, do you see a noun in that sentence that is more than one, plural? Remember, a noun is a person, place, or thing. Let's read that sentence. In the center of an apple, there are seeds. Do you see a noun that's more than one, that's plural? Touch it. Take your pencil and underline it. That's right. Seeds. See how there's an S at the end? That means that there's more than one. The last instruction at the bottom of the page says put a star next to an important detail in the text. Well, this story is called An Apple Grows. So that's what our topic is. And which part of the story do you feel like is an important part, an important detail? Let's read the story one more time. An apple grows. In the center of an apple, there are seeds. Those seeds can grow into apple trees. Flowers bloom on apple trees every spring. Is there something here that you think is important? You get to choose where you're going to put your star for an important detail. Or maybe it's on this page instead. After a while, the flowers fall off. In the spot where each flower was, an apple starts to grow. The apples are big and ripe in the fall. Then it's time to pick them. Okay, so maybe you thought that something on this page was important to you. Whichever detail that you star is what you're going to write about down here. So I'll give an example. Maybe that I thought it was important to say that those seeds can grow into apple trees. So I would take my pencil. I'm doing it in red ink so you can really see it, but you'll use pencil. I would put a star by it, and then over here, I'm going to show the seeds grow into apple trees. So maybe here's my seed, and then maybe here's my seed and it's sprouting. Remember, the sprouts have some little leaves on them. And then here's my seed and it's sprouting even higher. And this will be my dirt maybe. So I'll really make a nice little continuum here. And there's some more. Maybe it's going to have a flower on it. And then it's going to become a tree, because it says it grows into a apple tree. And then maybe I'll put some apples on it. Now, I would not do this normally just in one color. I'd normally add a little bit of color and add more details to it, but I'm keeping it simple. And maybe I'm even going to say diagram and say seed. And then I'm going to say sprout. And then maybe I'm going to say tree. And then I'm going to show that, oopsies, I put my arrow in the wrong spot, is an apple. And I could even say apple seed to be really specific. Okay, so you can use this part right here to talk about where you put your star in your writing. You might not have chosen the same thing as me, and that's okay, because what we think is an important detail sometimes is and sometimes it isn't the same. Okay, and then you're going to write that sentence. And it says, those, and I'm looking right over here on my other page to help me, those seeds can grow into apple trees. Okay, so there we go. And then I'm going to check my work and make sure I did a good job. Do I have spaces between my words? Do I have a capital letter? Do I have ending punctuation? I have all of those things. I did a nice job, and now you're done. Okay, good job, boys and girls.